Good evening. How are we, guys? Welcome. Right, tonight is it's the release date of the U-Bahn Hamburg U1 route, um, which is now available off the Just Trains website. So you may have seen that it was announced like literally last week. We received all the files from the team at Urban Train Sim. Um, Everything was like sort of checked quite quickly, and all the testing sort of started what we had to do. And in the meantime, obviously, we got the post out that it was coming soon. And this is how soon it was coming. So yeah, what we're going to do tonight is basically we're going to take a trip end to end of the route with one of the scenarios that comes with the route. I was going to take a general drive. I'll show you all the train and stuff like that. I'll show you the features and bits and pieces, and just a general look at the route. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this, and it may sway your persuasion to maybe go and have a look and maybe purchase. Right. Who we got in? Josie Dawson, good evening. Dr. Trenchcoat, good evening. Ross, good evening. And also BRCW104DMU, good evening as well. Mike Hopton, thank you for the like over on Facebook. Andrea Volker80, good evening as well. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch. BRCW has also bought this at midday. Run it once so far and it's good fun. Excellent, good to hear. Glad to hear you're enjoying that. I'm just grab the link for this as well, just so I can drop this in the chat. And then we can lob that in every so often. So I will pop the link in just now. Alexei, good evening. Good to see you. There is the link for the product. Anthony Wilkinson, good evening as well. Thank you. Good to see you. A warm welcome to Alexei. He's just popped in on the chat there. So Alexei is the guy behind the product. You may also know his products such as the Frankfurt U-Bahn as well. So he was behind that also. So you sort of know what you're gonna get with this. It's a lovely bit of work. So let's get straight into this and we'll get going. Right, so pretty easy to get this thing going. This is a really nice thing with this as well. I found it a lot easier to get it going than do with the Frankfurt stuff. Frankfurt, you have to have a good read up when you've not driven it for a while. Well, this one's pretty easy. So literally, you got to do is put the key in. So you can either click the key, which is down here, or you can press F on the keyboard. So that boots up the sequence on the computer screen. So I'll give it a moment. It'll do its thing, and it'll present you with a fresh screen in a second. So basically, this is accepting the train configuration. So all you have to do is click the button in the middle. It'll then do what it's got to do. And now you'll notice that the lights have come on, and you can now input your information onto the little computer display thingy. So this is to do with your destination and announcements, which it comes loaded with announcements. So on the scenario, it tells you in the briefing what you need to put in onto the IBIS. So on the top number, it's 421 222. On the zeal number is 01. And then on the last one, you can put whatever you want in there. So I just usually put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The green button, not the green butter. The green button is the acknowledge, basically. So enter, and that'll now configure that. And in a second, it should beep. There we go. So now, if we come outside, we can now have our destination set. Announcements are all set up and everything, so we can now open the doors. This is all fully endorsed as well by the U-Bahn, the company, which is nice. Astro, good evening, and Ned Trains, good evening. How are we, guys? It's a very striking unit. It reminds me a bit of the S-Stock. It is actually created by it's Bombardier as well, if you see on here. It is Bombardier. But it has a little bit of a feel and a look to like the S-Stock. It sort of when you're like watching it go over the bridge and stuff, it sort of looks like an S-Stock train going over the bridges. It's quite cool, and it sort of sounds a bit like Metropolitan Tubey as well. Is that Alstom as well? It's very striking. Plenty of detail. This is a a 9-car set, so 3 sets of 3 coupled up.
Nächster Halt, Kiekut.
So there's a newer open station near Grosshandorf station where we just started. Oh, is there? Okay. Excellent. So, some cool little features. So we're currently limited to 80 kilometers an hour, which is pretty quick, really. I'm going to do my very best to give pronunciations to the stations where I can. Luckily, the announcements help me out, so I can sort of listen to the announcements and I can give it a good go. My German is not very good. It's very non-existent, sadly. When I do this sort of stuff, I do wish that I could speak it. It would make life a lot easier. So this is a Kiekut, I think. So the cool thing as well is, if you just notice on the left hand side, the cameras have actually just come on. So when you approach the station, get into the station area, these will actually activate. And the really cool thing is that every camera screen that you see pop up, it's actually taken from each station, so everyone's different and they're actually the right ones for each station, which is really cool. Hamburg, just up the road from Blackpool. So Town and Way runs at 80 kilometers as well, does it? Really cool thing as well, you can actually change your traction, so you can set your speed limit. So you've got 7 kilometers, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. So depending on where you are, you can change that and it won't overspeed, which is really good. Especially with someone like me, especially when you're streaming, you worry about overspeeding. Jump in here for a second.
Nächster Halt, Schmalenbeck.
Schmalenbeck. The sounds on this were created by Linus, so you might recognise the name Linus. He did some sound mods for the S-Stock, Metropolitan S-Stock, which are available elsewhere. I've used them myself in the past and they're really, really good. So yeah, Linus is he's done the sounds on this. It sounds fantastic. I mean, I've never seen these in my before. I've never been on the actual route itself, but it makes me want to go there and explore it. I'm going to drop the speed down. We've got a 50 kilometer speed drop coming up. So basically, what you're looking for the speed sign. So this is a bit like a Morpeth board. So that is telling you that there's a speed drop coming up, which is a 5, and you add a 0 to the end of it, which makes it 50. So if you see one of them, you're going to be slowing down soon enough. Oh, we've got a bot already, have we? We've only been here 2 seconds. I'll get rid of him in a second. There we go, he's gone. I was saying that the bell going off, it sounds like the death bell. Dong. So we've been a 9-car set. You want to use the H as a stopping marker, but also do note that along the stations there are various stopping markers depending on what your train size is. This is DT4, by the way. So this is currently an AI train. There's a few different combinations of this as well, some differences like seating, I think some different sort of sounds as well for each different one. But currently this is only an AI train. Now, the really cool thing is that down the line, this is going to be made as a drivable unit, and it's going to come as a free update to the software. So once it's all set up and everything and ready to go, this will come. So it'll give you even more playability with the product. But even for an AI train, look at how solid that looks. Absolutely amazing. Really cool. Sounds good as well. Even Jack. So there's hopes that potentially could we see a DT3 drivable, even if it's payware there, Alexi. Evening, Craig. How are we? We good? Yeah, there's some really cool bits and pieces as well. Some other bits of trains that we'll see along the way. I'm not over sure on this if we'll see the battery loco. If we don't, I'll try my best to remember. I'll quickly show you it in a free roam. What I should have done is should have put it down in one of the in this scenario just somewhere so we could see it going past.
Nächster Halt, Ahrensburg.
So the DT3 will be drivable, it's going to take some time to get them. That's fair play, totally fair play, so watch the space, guys. Evening, Matt. How are we? So, here's quite something to note as well. So, basically, if you've driven the Met line, you'll remember when you leave a station that you've got the car markers basically after you've gone past the station. So they turn off the cameras in the cab as you go away from the station, but this obviously is telling you you've got 9 cars out the station, and then your speed limit will go up. So as we've gone past that 9 car, you can now see we've gone back up to 80, so you can then obviously ramp the power up. Just show you the map as well in a second. We'll get to the next station, I'll put the map on, and we'll have a little look around one of the station areas. So yeah, what I'll do, I'll show you in a second where we are in comparison to the actual centre. But give you the idea, this is a 90-minute drive that we're going to be doing, so it takes 90 minutes approximately to get from end to end. It's a fair, lengthy drive. Keep you busy. So the product itself is it's $32.99. I will give you the link again. I'll go through some other bits and pieces that come up on the write-up, just to give you an idea. But the link is just coming up into the chat now. That's on the Twitch. I will put it through on the restream chat in a second, so it goes out to YouTube and also to Facebook. Just bear with me 2 seconds. Right, so if I put that through on the restream chat, it'll come through on Twitch again, but it'll go through to the other place at the same time. Right, so I'll just give a quick look around this station. This used to be as well double platform, so you can see the old track bed, which once went through here. You can see obviously there's now a walkway, it goes through the lift shaft there. But you can also note that there used to be another bridge here, but it's all obviously been taken out. It's now just a single line track. A few passing loops along the way. You've got a really cool street scene. So again, same sort of style how you had it on the Frankfurt U-Bahn 2, well 1 and 2. You got all these street scenes, which are really nice as well. All sorts going on. Lots of bikes. Really cool. Class 205, good evening. Is there any more updates for the Hope Valley coming? At the moment, there's nothing substantial. I think there is a little update coming for some quick drive fixes, but other than that, at the moment, there's not a massive substantial fix or anything to come just yet. Even Nigel? Oh, yeah, we had a video on our Trains from TV. It is the same scenario. We went so far. One class like the preview, such to the stream. It'll be different this. But thank you for watching. When I first drove this, I was expecting a really like beefy horn. I was expecting such a cute whistle.
Nächster Halt, Ahrensburg West.
It's not JT's production, no. We're basically the publisher for this. It was created by the same people that made the Frankfurt U-Bahn train sim. The only sort of thing that we've really had our involvement is they use the JT trees and grass. So these are not the other ones we use on the Middle Main Line. These are some of the older JT trees and grass. That's what's provided mainly, and I think a couple of bits out of the common library, but that's as much really involved we've had. We did a little bit of testing. We did a new manual for it, our style manual. But other than that, no, we've not had any hand at all in this. We literally received the product on, I think, Thursday or Friday last week. We received it, so a couple of days looking at the scenarios for myself and just quickly running through all them and just make sure all ran really well, basically. And it did. It ran perfectly well out of the box. I was really impressed when I had my first drive in it. I wanted to keep playing. I had to go back to Train Sim World though. But really enjoyed it. I've run through all the scenarios end to end and want more. That's it. These older trees, when they're put down properly and used properly, they do look really good, and they suit the route really well. Same with the grass. Now you might note as well that they actually are stopping tasks. They're still pickups, but you can change your door setup. If you press Control, Shift and T, it gives you full playability with the actual door, so you have full control of the doors. So you can open them and then close them as well, and then interlock with the door closed there. The doors are shut. It's now still flashing saying the left hand side is still unlocked. So if I press T, interlock is now fully shut, and you can then go. You'll not be able to drive unless you've got the full interlock. So we're currently at 50, aren't we? So if I put traction to 50, it'll not go over 50. We might not, to be fair, get to the 50 mark. There is a railroad bridge that crosses our U1 tracks at Ahrensburg West. That track's part of the Hamburg-Lübeck railway. I did say I was going to put the map on as well, didn't I? Good evening, Prof. Good evening, Benedict. No, I've not overshot yet. I'll put the map on the next station. I was meant to put that up a minute ago so I can give you an idea where we are from Hamburg City. Oh, for the door, yeah, the passengers are use the academy ones, don't we? I mean, FPS wise, pretty solid. We're getting a good 60 FPS currently. Hang on. Yeah, 60 FPS. I thought it said 80 then. There is AI in quick drive, full AI. I think he did, to be fair, Jack. Yeah, seems to be a lot better. We're not sitting at 30 anyway, which is good. You're in a McDonald's Big Tasty Hellfire. Very nice, enjoy. So we'll stop here and we'll get the map up. Give you a quick look on there just to give you an idea where we are. So whilst we're here, so basically now it's saying as a stopping task. So to activate it, press T, and then press left on doors, and we now have full playability of opening and shutting the doors. So we can then close these right now if we wanted to. Right, so the map. So big map loops back on itself, which is quite cool. There's two lines up here. There's a branch line that goes off down to Oshlet, I think that is. I hope I got that right. We've actually run off this side. We're on the right hand side line, which is from Oshandorf. So we're not too far from joining with the other line here. I'm Aurelian, good evening. So the city area begins. So we leave this station here at so we got to Wunsbeck, Gartenstad. Once you leave that station, it then turns off. So you go sort of under the other line. So go down under the flyover, and then you start off into the tunnels here. So we're not overly far away from there. A few stations, and then the tunnel section is literally all this sort of section down here coming back up, and then as you, I think here, this is where you come back out of the tunnel. So you've got a good section underground, and then it goes back out into the districts and the sort of urban areas again. You start off like urban and countryside, sort of like forestry area, go into the city, and then you come back out again at the other side and feel like districts and suburb sort of area. Guessing those two lines in the city don't connect. So you've got there's a depot somewhere down here where sort of two lines do sort of join together and go off. These two, I'm not sure. I don't have a clue where these join up or not. I don't know where all the other lines go to. Oh, do you mean these here? I presume you mean that bit. I'm just gonna move my mouse left and right. There we go. Yeah, apparently they do. See, I don't know this. What's the town on the right? On the right of where? Sorry, Amarillo.
Nächster Halt, Volksdorf.
Hello, Chris. Can you use the Metline station announcements? You don't need to. It comes with its own announcements. This does, all built into the train. Very cool. Evening, Jack. How are we doing? Glad to hear you liking the look of it. Oh, sorry. Apologies. So I think this is where we come over the other line now. Bit of drop on the track gradient. We've got the U3 crosses over as well. I think we see the S1 as well after we come out of the tunnel. It's a nippy train. Brakes are good as well. Please note as well that if you do have the AP weather, because this basically uses the core sort of like Kuju weather side of things, it picks up if you've got AP weather installed. So basically by default I've got it on there, which is quite cool. The aeroplane, I've not seen no aeroplane yet. Not sure whether this scenario's got the aeroplane in it or not. I have seen the plane that you can place it. There's I think it runs on. There's a track you can place it on for your own scenarios, as far as I'm aware. Because It is placeable in the scenario like a train. This one with the arch is really cool. Hang on. So I think if I'm correct here, Alexi, it is. Oh, it is there. It's there. Look, plane. So yeah, you place it on the track there, and then you send it across the other portal. So basically, if you get it timed right on your scenario and you're in time, you'll drive across and it'll go over you. So hopefully, if we get there on time, we'll see the plane. So we need to remember to look out for the plane. Because I must have missed it on my first drive when I did this scenario, because I didn't see it. Cool station, this one. Yeah, this one's got the arch roof. U3, yeah, definitely, yeah. I love all this sort of stuff, metro and underground, all that sort of stuff. So I'd love to see more myself personally. So what else can you do with the computer screen, you ask? You can do your wipers. So if you go into wiper mode, there we go. You can turn them on and off with the click of a button.
Meiendorfer Weg.
It's cool. But we'll play with that a bit more when we get into the tunnel, because you have to, you do have to change the speeds a bit, back and up and down. You can see straight through as well. A bit like the S-Stock as well, where you see it snake around the curves. Good evening, Scott. How are we? No worries, Jack. Catch you later. Cool car park to the right side here as well. So yeah, it's got full custom sounds along with the AI stock. That's all got their own sounds also. All been done to a high quality standard. Oh, I do my best to try and get the German pronunciations. Luckily we've got announcements, so it'll do it all for me, so I can sort of listen to it and I can then copy them back. I'll try my best. I'll try my best. I love the back spline on these blinds. It actually all opens up and closes, and obviously compresses back in. Do some passenger views, shall we? The car park. Yeah, English are even worse. Yeah.
Nächster Halt, Berne.
Sit there and just watch the scenery all back. You can go to the all the way through Ball and as well sit on the front. That's it, Fletwood. An Irish line, oh god, I'd not do that. I struggle with some Scottish ones as well sometimes. It's not good. Welsh is another one I struggle with. Right. This is quite a cool little bit now as well. So services, I believe, would end here. So when they finish, they'll cross over into the little turnabout shunt on the right. Now, my understanding here is this line on the right hand side, empty services going to the depot a little bit further up would use the right hand side line. That way they wouldn't get in the way of obviously the mainline services. And then when they get a little bit further down, they just cross over into the sheds. I hope that's right. That is my understanding of it. That's what I've come to the conclusion of, which makes sense to me. Also, good evening, Ash. Yeah, I can't say that. Ah, so that's a testing track. Ah, so my theory was wrong. I presume they'll run out of the depot and then come down there and go back in. So again, it keeps out of the way of the main line then. My theory is slightly right, I think. The depot's not too far up either. So we'll have a look around the sheds as well and have a look at the depot building, which is really, really cool. The depot's quite cool as well because the depot spans sort of between two stations, so it's sat between two. And each line goes around either side of the depot, so the depot's in between the two running lines. The 9-car DT5 seems to run better than the 6-car. Interesting. No, I don't think I've driven with a 6-car yet. I think the ones I've done up to now are all... Well, oh, hang on, the nighttime one might be 6-car, if I remember correctly actually. Can't remember. The other cool thing is that each station's got its own sort of like style and design as well, especially when you're going to the underground side. Everything's got its own. It's a bit like the London Underground where you've got all like different tile colour schemes and all that sort of stuff. A little walkway goes under the station here as well. Moving on. Good evening, Willow. How are we doing? To Farmsen next.
Nächster Halt, Farmsen.
It is indeed the brand new route. Came out this sort of like mid-morning today. Depot's cool. If you've seen on the video, the doors animate as well, so there's a video on the website where it shows the doors opening up, so you can drive out of here as well. But at night time it looked quite nice when the lights are all on and that. All the spotlights down below. I love the detail down in the actual pit. It was really, really nicely done. I'm just going to pop the link again into the restream chat, so it'll go through to all 3 channels there. So for anyone that wishes to have a look at the link, take you through to the actual store page. I love that the wall detail. It's really cool. Nice and grimy as well. Not just that, then you can wander off down under here and then come back up to another pit. Pop up there. That's really cool. Another one down here. That's just an end line. The hangers and stuff. Just all sort of like for the wiring. Go for it, Prof. Enjoy it if you do. There's another one over here as well. Another end line. Both. Yeah, definitely. This, I think you'd enjoy this. And as well, don't forget, guys, once the DT4 is made drivable, it will be coming out as a an update for free with the actual software. So that means you have 2 trains to drive. This is the DT4. And even as an AI train, it's already got like custom sounds. There's a few different ones, a couple of different spec ones. So like some have got different coloured seats as well. Slightly different sounds, I think, I believe as well. I know Benedict noticed those when he was having a play. But if you're looking at this, them ones got red seats. You've also got some blue ones in here as well. So some very variable differences. Evening, Darko. Daniel Dan Noon, thank you very much for the like. The 3 types of seating. I've seen 2 so far then. Better get back in here, otherwise I'm going to fly through the next station. Which is what I think a few people are banking on me doing. Good evening, Ubica. Just looking forward to an AI 474 that doesn't tank frames. Oh, you're slightly past the H. We're still in the station. The death chime. Dong. Which signs would you like to see, Prof? Station signs? Just gonna pause that for a second just to make sure before I go anywhere else. Hang on. Them ones look the same. Oh, that's a different train. I'm not sure what one that is actually. To be fair, which one is this? Because I said this is a different unit. Other side of the train. Oh yeah, hang on. So that's got green, and that one's orange. So that's a DT3, right? Yeah, we've got the older style, sort of like dot matrixy style there. I like that. Yeah, more retro-y. Some different signalling there actually as well, by the way, just to show you. So when you've got like turback sidings, you've got these little arrow indicators. So that's basically set for straight on. You can get arrows to the left and right as well, depending on what the line's set for. But that's obviously telling that driver would be going straight on. Jax, thank you very much for the like over on Facebook. Good evening to you.
Nächster Halt, Trabrennbahn.
Trabrennbahn. And that's it. So where are we now? So we're not actually far from going into the tunnel, so we've got 2 stations, then we're off into the underground. Plunge into the darkness for a bit. On the back wall here as well, there's a load of destination stuff. The routes manual comes with everything in there, so it tells you how to drive the train, all sorts of codes and stuff for destinations, should you want to make those scenarios as well. Another style station. So note on the right hand side screen, that building. That's there. So literally every picture is taken from them station cameras. Gartenstadt. Next station.
Nächster Halt, Wandsbek, Gartenstadt. Übergang zur U3.
They sort of sound like an old D stock. Like an underground old D train or something. Older style motor. Those that are wondering as well, they are third rail, so they're on a sort of like a bit like how the DLR is, with the raised contact wire or wire contact rail. Finley Rude, thank you for the like. Good evening. Yeah, bottom contact. Yeah, so you can see the shoe is underneath there currently. If I take the hood off, you can see the shoe contacting underneath. Yeah, this as well. It does. Someone asked me actually earlier on the video I did. It's a bit like the Heart of Berlin route. Sort of has that sort of feel to it. So that's off the other branch. That one is. He's off into the Turback sidings. His next one is underground. I love the underground bit. I just love tube style routes in general. Ever since working on the Met line, I've always been really interested in underground. Evening again, Jack. Hello. Just in time. So the route drops down and then bends to the left and goes underneath the lines, sort of like the turback siding. Yeah, they're all different styles of decor, which is cool. A bit like London Underground again. So I'm going to put on here 70 because our top speed is 70, so just to ensure we don't overspeed. Then we go full pedal, not worry. We're just starting to drop down now. See the walls are rising up. Cables on the side. Oh, there's also another button you can do here, by the way. If you press the A button,
Einsteigen bitte.
and I think that is Mind the Gap or something like that. Am I right?
Einsteigen bitte.
Get on the train. So get on the train, guys. We are on. Sit in here and we'll drive this way. Quite a cool view.
Nächster Halt, Straßburger Straße.
Strasburger Straße. I like this, they can actually see where you're going. I also like the fact that when you're in this view you can actually see all the stuff animate still. So it's not like a separate view, you still see everything, you can actually see the cameras come on. I've never been on Tannenway. Somewhere I still need to go on. The network map. So ours is the dark blue line. It goes across and down. Then back up and over. So we're going to that one there. So we... Nope. Yeah, there's loads of different positions. This is actually passenger view, so if you go into press number 5, it'll then go in through them all. But if you then do like control and your left and right arrows, you can go through all the carriages as well. So it's not just one carriage. There's loads of different carriages you can go through. So you can sit literally wherever you want on the train. So, as we're coming up to a 50 shortly, when we change, it'll literally, even if we leave the power on, it'll start braking. So if I press 50 now, you can now see that the brakes are locking on. I'm not touching anything, we're still full power. Oh no, we're not. We were. But it's now locked. I'm not sure if when I actually changed that speed, it went into neutral. No, it didn't. But yeah, basically 50. Just this is basically for this tight curve coming around here. Some turnback signs under here as well, so services can end. I love it under here, it's brilliant. And another different detail station. I like these colours. I do like blues. that. I like this view. We're going with this one for a bit. Yeah, literally everything animates in there, so you can literally see everything. You can see the speedometer going up. Look. You can't click the screen though from in here, so I'd have to go back in here now. I'm actually needing to go back up to 70.
Zur S1.
Almost like your bathroom tiling. It's a good scheme. Wandsbecker Chaucer. This is Hamburg, so we are literally in the city centre area now, under the city.
Einsteigen bitte.
Kablat. I have no idea.
Nächster Halt, Ritterstraße.
Ah. We certainly are underground. We're racing under the city. The route itself, 47 stations along the full network of the U1. It's the full entire U1 as well that you get with this. So 55 kilometres length, which converts to 34 miles as well. So it's about the same sort of size as the Met line combined altogether, really, as well. There's more stations than the Met though. Comes, of course, this is the DT5, which is the drivable train. It comes with a number of AI vehicles. DT4, which will be coming as an update to be drivable in the near future, hopefully. You've got the U-Bahn Hamburg Class 474, which is for the S1 stuff. You've got the AKN Class VTA diesel train, which we should see at the end of the scenario. That'll be at the top end. Hamburg Metro AL2 battery locomotive. I don't think we'll see that on this, but what I'll do is I'll place that down and show you off quickly. I'll pop a quick free roam up after the scenario. There's a plane, which will hopefully, fingers crossed, see. And then also vehicles that stay around the farms and depot is the DT3N, DT3E and DT3. Red, we're on code red now. It's a very vibrant red. They've got some new trains coming out of the Metro Town and Way. Is it 555s? I think they are. There's one in testing currently. I think they're Stadler, aren't they?
Nächster Halt, Lübecker Straße. Übergang
Lübecker
zur
Straße.
U3.
Next station. I think possibly at this point we may have turned right on ourselves to start going up the city. We haven't actually yet. Still going down the bottom.
Nächster Halt, Lohmühlenstraße.
I don't know. It's probably because I'm not on time. Yeah, I'm not on time. I'm running late. That's why. Don't forget though, I'm stopping and showing bits. Ideally, you want to be on the ball and off you go. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be in and out of there quite quick. You'll learn your stopping positions and when to have your brakes ready. Yeah, the sound, there's loads of different sounds on the stock, all the different ones. Even the AI ones have all got their own types of sounds for the train type they're running. And the DT4s have got a few different types as well, so there's some differences in the sound on them. If you listen out, you'll hear the differences quite different.
Nächster Halt, Hauptbahnhof.
I'm not too sure to be fair.
Zur U2, U3,
No, the first one was timed.
zu allen S-Bahn-Linien und zum Regional- und Fernverkehr.
Next stop, Hauptbahnhof Süd. Please exit here for Central Station.
Oh, hang on. Can we go outside here? Yeah, we can. There's some sidings there, look. There's another line that continues onwards, look. So, Central Station's next, so shortly before the platform you'll see many tunnels on the left, which is the connecting track for the station Berliner of U2, 3 and 4. That's cool. Love the atmosphere with the lighting. I'll bring the map up in a second. Yeah, so you see the line that comes in. this is centrally, because it come up on the announcements like change here for such and such a service, and here, there, and everywhere. We need 50 on there as well. Goes back up to 60 in a second now.
Nächster Halt, Steinstraße.
Quite close to stations as well. Sort of going to curve around and go back up on ourselves now, and then we'll start travelling up away from the tunnel soon. But actually not many stations left underground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stations underground left. So here's a question for yourself, Alexis. So how long has this project been in development for? How long did it take you to create this?
Nächster Halt, Missberg.
I know it's definitely been some time, because I do recall seeing pictures over a good space of many months here and there pop up. 2 years, wow. Oh, I've slightly gone over. The blue lights, there's some blue lights in tunnels, isn't there? There's one under it. I think, is it where recesses are? Yeah, there's recess points, look. Emergency exit, basically. Yeah, all the stations, so many differences. All different little features and themes and quirks with the designs. I think that's what makes it all stand out really nice as well, like, so much difference. Not everything's the same or uniform. All the cables running against on the walls.
Übergang zur 2, 3, 4, S1, S3, zum Rathaus und zur Alster-Touristik.
Next stop, Jungfernstieg. Please exit here for Town Hall and Alsterbot Fritz.
Certainly been a labour of love. You can see the details been put into it. This is quite a neutral design. Pretty basic on the walls, but it's just got the writing along the side. It's quite a cool contrast. Feels a bit more like modern in the style of colours, like sort of like the neutral colours. They're TV screens, aren't they, by the looks of it? Info screens. This is refurbished.
Nächster Halt, Stephansplatz. Übergang zum Regional- und Fernverkehr, zum
Stephansplatz.
Kongresszentrum sowie zum Messegelände Eingang Ost.
Next stop, Stephansplatz. Please exit here for regional and long-distance trains, as well as Congress
Change it from
Center
regional
and
trains.
exhibition halls entrance
Exhibition
east.
halls. Something else, but I didn't quite catch that one. Speed dropping back up a bit now. So track straightens out a bit. We're on lime green. Uh, 750 volts. Same as Blackpool trams.
Nächster Halt, Hallerstraße.
Hallerstrasse. Is one of them version exits? Even though you're doing 70 kilometers an hour, you feel like you're going a lot faster. So I think it's because how fast them concrete, like all the metal beams in the middle of the track going past you as well. You feel like you're racing along. You can actually see the pillars here in good detail.
Nächster Halt, Klosterstern.
Cool thing is, well, in the tunnel you can actually go out and you can actually have a look probably get some quite cool screenshots if you get to the right point, especially where the blue lights and stuff are. Tight curve. Can't remember actually coming through this station when I first drove the route. Forgot there was a tight bend like that. Just like cool little views where you can get a good screenshot. Those little quirky areas you can understand. They're very retro-y looking, aren't they? This is a very old looking station. This sort of the tile arrangement.
Nächster Halt, Kellinghusenstraße, Übergang zur U3.
I'm going a little bit fast there actually. Just a slight bit, meant to be 40 there. Langermark, thank you for the sub over on YouTube, good evening. So right, we're back out of the tunnel as you can see now. So here's one of the other stations. Now this is, I believe, they are U3. So it filters off just over into the distance over there, so this is the first part of that bit. Get some cool screenshots though. Again, lovely views. Crossing over the river there. Good evening, Speedbird. How are we? It is indeed. It is Urban Train Sim. The chaps who did Frankfurt as well. Yes. Ah. Ignore him. That's not supposed to happen. I love Train Sim. For whatever random reason, I love this. I love that bridge. That station building. Just give you a quick look at the exterior there as well, as you just asked Speedbird. So the route itself, the link is there. To name a few, so you get 47 stations along a 55km or 34-mile route. That's on there. It comes with the drivable DT5, which is what you see before you. You also get some AI stock on there as well, which there's quite a few bits and pieces. So you've got the DT4, which we'll see go by at some point. I'll point that out, but that will be coming down the line as a update, so you can drive it. That'll be free as well. It comes just an update to the software. You get the U-Bahn Hamburg Class 474, which is for the S1. You get an AKN Class VTA diesel unit, which we'll see at the end of the station. You get the Hamburg Metro AL2 battery locomotive as well. There's a plane which flies over, Hopefully we'll see that. Hopefully I'm not too late. You get the DT3N, the DT3E, and the DT3 train as well, which are located around the farms and sidings area. Those are just to name some of a few. Custom sounds and scenarios, quick drives, and all that jazz as well. The train comes with a good few features on top of that. So you get fully like door operation as well. You can swap between normal press T, or you can shift control T, which lets you then press all the buttons and control those and lock all the doors.
Einsteigen
Also,
bitte.
an announcement there as well. You've got the destinations which set up the announcement side as well, which are on this little screen here, the IBIS. Interactable screen as well, so you can set your speeds and limit them. Control your windscreen wipers off the screen as well.
Nächster Halt.
Oh, I've run a little bit late. I've missed it. I think I actually recall when I did my first drive, I did recall seeing a train go off in that direction. Can we see it? No, he's disappeared. He's gone. So if you're on time, you'll see these things. I'm running a little bit behind because showing around. Hopefully we'll see this plane. Where do we pass that? Not too far away actually. We are... Where are we now? We're over here, so we're not miles away. Hopefully we'll see it. Yeah, I can always fly up and if we can see it. If we miss it, I'll place it down so we can see the plane, so you can see what it looks like. So this is the DT4 that's coming in now as well, Speedbird, as was mentioned before. Yes, there is underground sections as well. We've just literally come out of the underground just a few minutes before you arrived. But yeah, this section which begins here runs all down the bottom and back out to here. So all that section is the underground section of the Hamburg city. Yeah. Yeah.
Nächster Halt. Lattenkamp.
If you do, hopefully you enjoy as well. I hope you get loads of hours enjoyment of it. One that I would recommend as well, if like you're looking for more scenarios as well, I would say keep your eye on the train. I think it's relsim.de. I would say that was probably your more likely bet of seeing more scenarios be shared in the German community. There was quite a few Frankfurt U-Bahn 2 scenarios on there. I did actually spot earlier. I had a little hunt earlier to see if anyone actually placed anything up there just yet, but nothing yet. I will be keeping my eye out. I'm looking at going to make some myself, like me spare time. I'm going to see if I can throw some together. Need to learn the timetable and work it all out. Back to 60, yeah.
Nächster Halt. Alsterdorf.
I think this is where the S1 comes in. PBC, I'm not too sure. I haven't tried. It might do. I'm not sure how well it will. Yeah, I've not tried just yet. I'm just crossing underneath that now. You can just see above it. every 10 minutes U1 except 2 branches in the northwest where we started every 20. Yeah, so I've got a timetable which is showing the peak time is for every 5. This is what I need to learn, is where how it changes and stuff, so I need to work it all out before I start throwing anything together. I think this side now we're going sort of through the districts as well. We'll see if the plane's still where it should be. Plane has not left yet. There's also a freight diversion route which goes around the northern part of the city. So is that the one that goes this way down? There's another line as well, and there's some other lines that cross over. Or is that this one here? I need to learn some more about the other lines in the area.
Nächster Halt, Sengelmannstraße.
Once you start looking into things though, you do pick things up quite quickly. Always seems scary at first when you sort of go and have a look at something new. Something not very used to. You usually do pick things up quite quick, so. Felix, thank you very much for the like. Good evening. I suppose the other cool thing is get some YouTube videos up in the station where other lines pass by. You can see things, see what happens. So yeah, the other train will be this one. So this is the DT3. So this will be getting an update in the near future. So it'll become drivable. Although when you look at them, fully solid already. All got their own sounds and stuff like that. So once the other parts are all ready, they'll come as an update to the software, and you'll get an update free of charge. And you just literally have to download it, and you'll be able to drive that when that comes. You'll get an email if you was to purchase it. Any customers that have bought the route already will get an email from the system letting you know there's an update, and it'll tell you what comes anyway, so you would know. And we would most likely do a stream anyway, so we could show them off as well, so once that becomes available to us. Right, where's the plane? He's still...
Nächster Halt,
there,
Ohlsdorf.
he's not gone yet.
Übergang zur S1. Anschluss in Richtung Hamburg Airport.
Next stop, Ohlsdorf. Change here for Hamburg Airport.
Change here for Hamburg Airport. Another depot just over here, I'll show you that as well. There is actually one of the S1 trains here. Literally, yeah, you place the plane down like a train, and then you just path it to the portal on the route, and then you just give give it a little task and then just send it and tell what time to set off. So we're obviously time it obviously for when you're sort of going to pass there, and then you should hopefully see it. That's the other one of the other AI trains there, which is it's the 474. This is the other depot as well. Cool. Little cables that are dangling down. All these cable like drums. All these lift those up. All sorts of bits and pieces going, like the old rails and stuff like that, or new rails. Oh yeah, Bremen for Train Sim World. That's another one that's out, isn't it? Obviously, this is a depot that stables these units. Yeah, this is the S-Bahn depot. This isn't a drivable depot, obviously, because you're not going to drive these trains. This is only for a small section, so not to the same style as the other depot we saw earlier on, which was around at Farmson, where you could actually use it and interact with the depot and the doors open and everything like that. But again, it's still it's represented and there for you to place AI down and obviously pass stuff in and out if you go to create your own scenarios. Still like control tower signal box style build in there as well. It's cool. No, you can use them for AI. They're an AI train. You can see here as well that obviously that one's set up, it's got its destination there. But also, Nigel, catch you later on. Thank you. Evening, casual gamer. Glad to be enjoying it. It's cooler than a pacer. The plane's still there. It is. We're getting closer. He knows I'm messy. Getting some more cool views. Oh, it's a long route. It takes an hour and a half to get from one end of the line to the other if you're doing the full run. You've got the buses. There's also a tunnel on the on this route, is there? Is that? I'll have a look. Hang on. Let's have a look. It's very kind of you to say, casual gamer. Thank you. So the other people that are obviously involved in building them products. Some of them are in here this evening, so I'm sure they really do appreciate that. After the large red bridge section, so there's a tunnel. Let's have a look. I must have just missed that. Oh, hang on, I see it. Aha! So it drops down there. That's a steep gradient, isn't it? Wow. I never realised there was a tunnel. Sort of like you don't really see it, do you, when you come over? So you don't sort of notice that. I would have known if you'd ever not said them. So obviously the other line goes off down there to its portal. Yeah, thank you again, Casual. Let's say so. Alexi was the developer for this product, so he's in the chat this evening as well. It is very well hidden. Yeah, it's a steep gradient. Oh, the plane's moving. We're not going to see it. It's there, look.
Nächster Halt, Fuhlsbüttel.
Don't want to go too far because I'll miss my station. Hang on, if I get to the station quickly. Go into the port in a second. Let's just go over here and have a look at it. There it is. I'm going to go over here out of the boundary because he's going to disappear in a second. There we go. That's cool. I love it. I didn't realise it had sound. That's ace. So obviously, if you're on time and you get to the stations or wherever it crosses over, you'll get that going over, which is cool. So if I was on time, I would have probably had it going over us, but I'm running a little bit behind. So Alex's current plans are to work on the DT4. Oh, that's drivable. DT3 is drivable. That would be a separate add-on, and also the U3 line. So some exciting stuff to come in the future. Right, so we've got the plane out of the way. We can now focus back on our driving. Again, another cool little feature. No, neither do I, Prof. I'm very new to this side of stuff. Very much enjoying it though. It's really it's a joy to drive. It really is. It's a lovely drive. You get the hang of it quite quick as well. It runs really smoothly. I mean, we're getting about 50 to 60 FPS more or less throughout. You get the odd little tile stutter as to be expected with train sim, but it's nothing to worry about. So it runs really well. Evening, Gary. How are we doing, mate?
Nächster Halt, Langenhorn Markt.
Again, having them announcements, I think, just gives it another extra dimension to it, and also helps people like me when they don't know the pronunciation to at least learn. Has been planned to be a very big update to the U1, so it will be possible to change between U1 and U3 on one route. That's cool. Sounds very interesting. What have you missed tonight? The U-Bahn Hamburg U1, which is the new route which was released on the website today. It's a metro system in the city of Hamburg, so it's got a mixture of outdoor and underground running. I will pop the link in again, just for anyone that's missed. Literally everything, it was sort of like a week or so window, but everything literally came together really quickly. So it was a no-brainer. Everything was ready, so it was a case of yep, good to release. So, and it tied in quite nicely with tonight's stream. I mean, obviously we weren't here last week because the World Cup was on. Me originally planning to do last week's stream was a bit not. It wasn't planned very well, really, because I totally forgot that England were playing. It couldn't like 2 days before. I was like, well, England are playing here, isn't it? So Scott was like, yeah, we should postpone. But it's all tied in and worked out quite nicely, really. So we managed to do this, especially with it being literally fresh new today. So people are sort of like wondering what it's all about, what it looks like. Obviously the screenshots and the video gives you a good idea, but to see it all at hand obviously on the stream is another good thing, and you guys can ask questions as well. And it's nice to have Alexi in here as well in the chat, just to answer any other questions along the way. The route itself is 34 miles, kilometres I think 55 kilometres, is that right? So it's 55 kilometres. Yeah, 55 kilometres, 34 mile, 47 stations. The route map itself is there. It's the full entire U1. Red cards all around. This is the longest U-Bahn. Was it opened in something like 19? Am I saying right? 1930s or something like that. Benedict in our team mentioned. I'm pretty certain he says 1930 or something like that. It might have been a little bit before. Like could have been 1914 actually. And it opened. I think he said as an electric railway from day one. You can see on the right hand side here that obviously there was other tracks at one point. Obviously they've been ripped up. See the bridge span.
Nächster Halt, Kiewitzmoor.
Kiewitzmoor. (1912). So it's over 100 years old. 110 years old. See actually, so that other bit over there where I said the other bridge was, there's actually some old tracks still down here, look. I clocked these actually the other day when I was driving it, it's quite cool to see. So this was a freight line, was it, this next to it? This is where Steam Diesel drove from Ohlsdorf to Oschenzel? Is that this one? Hey, it's definitely stood the test of time, hasn't it? So we're not that far from the end now. We've only got a couple of stations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. I think we end just before. Yeah, we end here. So the DMU line comes in the middle, which is the one here. Oxenzel, next station. Wrong way, there we go.
Nächster Halt, Ochsenzoll.
Oxenzel. I got that wrong. Train spot Rem, good evening. Not a problem at all. Not a problem. Cheers for joining this evening though. Hope you're well. See a few trains lined up in the depot area. Slightly overdone that. Just sit down here and watch it go through.
Nächster Halt, Garstedt.
So that's a repeater signal there. You can see we've just gone through the other one. It's just that's gone off. Alright, so that's why it was single track at the beginning. Got another little underground sort of station going on here. It's quite cool. It is random. I'm not sure if there's any. Oh no, there's not much going on above. So it's basically underground. You're not going to see anything. You've got a another turnback's on. Oh wow, it's brilliant, Scott. Nice, that's good. Go on, who wants to be the 500th copy? Go on. Round us up. I shall pop another link. Oh, thank you to everyone that's picked up a copy so far. I hope we're all enjoying it. There we go. We
Nächster
have 500th.
Halt, Richtweg.
Well played, sir. Thank you. Cool. Second to last station coming up now. You do get some bonus points. You get your reward points. It's 160, I think you get with the route. Scott's an easy persuader. Jack wasn't actually 500. Someone else got in there before him. Brilliant. Oh, it truly is a lovely route. It really is. 2 years of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, no doubt. But yeah, it really is. It really is lovely. All the different stations, all the different styles, and everything. A lot of work has been put into this. And of course, you don't forget you will get the update down the line for the DT4. So that'll be another train that you get to drive on the route as well. So you'll get an email when that comes, when that's all ready and everything. An email will be sent out to all customers, so you'll be made aware. No timescale on that, by the way, but once it's all done, we'll of course let you know, and we will stream it as well, so we'll be able to show it off when everything's ready at Alex's end. When we get to the end, what I'll do quickly as well, I will show you the battery loco, which is another one of the AI trains we've not seen. So that's the only one we didn't get to see. Gary's in there as well. Thank you, Gary.
Norderstedt Mitte. Übergang zur A2. Endhaltestelle.
We'll see the diesel unit as well coming into in a moment. It might already be in the station, but we'll catch that. Sadly, no plans at the minute, Gary. Yeah, the diesel unit's already here. I mean, it just shows. I mean, you're going to see this at this little bit here, which just comes in and out of there, and even that's still got custom sound. And it's still to that same standard as everything else. That's mad. It's a cool looking train, that. I'd love to drive that. That just goes off down there. That's it, Buxton is on its way. Peak Forest. I'm looking forward to that. It's already looking really, really good. seeing bits and pieces from the developer. He's absolutely hammering on with that. Well, no doubt we'll have some more updates for you very soon. TSW route, can't say anything yet. I'd love to be able to tell you. Scott would love to be able to tell you. I'd love to be able to do like we did some route building streams in the past, like with we did Nottingham, Lincoln, and other bits and bobs. I'd love to be able to do a route building stream on it, but I don't think that'd be allowed, unfortunately. We'd have to ask. Then that obviously tells you what we're doing. So I don't know. We'd have to wait and see if anything could be done on that maybe next year, when things are a bit more in the into the open. I would like to do a route building stream. I'll just sort of show you guys what we do. Right, so I'm just going to show you the other train. For the battery train. Where's Farmson? Am I being really blind here? No, it is. Skeggy as well. Skeggy would be quite cool. It's a long way though. It's about 70 miles to add that. I'll just place this down here quickly. If I can find it. I had this earlier. I found it in the end. So there's the plane. So yeah, the plane, you can literally place it on the track. And then you'd put a loco on it. So it's basically classed like a train. It's now got the player in there. You just path that along. So that will go on the line, that long straight section over the top there. So all the different stations, some stations that you can stop it at. Where is this other thing? I can find it. It's in here somewhere. It's hiding. That's all of the DT5. Where on earth is it? The battery loco! I had it earlier. Where's it hiding? Is it in the preload? Two 1UH. Ah, hang on. Oh, it's there. There we go, look. Yep. So that's, again, another AI piece that you can use. So basically drag units around. So you can plunk like in scenarios and do something with that, make use. It's quite a cool looking thing. All sorts of bits and pieces. I presume this thing would pull any of the trains on the network. No, you can't drive this one. No, you can set it up in a scenario it will move, but you can't drive it. Yeah, I presume this thing would pull anything that runs it in the depot. So that'd be quite cool. Yeah, nice. Again, it's cool to have all these little bits and pieces. If you can't drive them all, at least there's stuff there you can at least make a full run and make a full scene with. So again, for anyone that missed earlier, this is where the other depot is. This is the more detailed depot which you would actually be able to use and drive your stock out of. The other one was for the S-Bahn. So you can actually drive out of the depot, and the depot doors do open. If you've seen the video already, you'll see that they open up. Plenty of stabling areas either side. All sorts of bits and bobs. There's a train. Oh, this didn't show you actually earlier. There's a train wash. I missed this bit. So you've got a train wash as well, so you can make use of that. And it animates as well, so there you go. I wasn't sure if it animated, to be honest. I haven't driven in here yet, but there you go. It animates, so you could make a good scenario using that, I think. Even if you like bringing a train in for the day and running through the wash or whatever. I'll tell you what, actually. How about we plonk a train down and we drive through it? Let's put a train down and we'll quickly go through there. Just to finish things off. So again, for anyone who's joined us late on, activating the train's really, really simple. F or click the key, you can drag that across. Once this screen clears, you click the accept train configuration button there. You can then put your destination stuff and all that on the iBiz, but we're not going to do that on this. So, we're literally going to take it for a drive into the wash. Hopefully it'll animate as we get to it. Oh, yep, it's moving. There's raindrops going off it as well. I don't know if you can see the raindrops. That's cool. That's brilliant. So as you get through the rolls of stop. Then once you leave the area, the rain, like the droplets, will should then end. There we go. Another cool little feature. Shall we? We'll take it down here, and then we'll take it into the shed. You know as well, so that signal, which has just gone, it had an arrow going down, which means we're going straight on. Yeah, each unit is 3 cars long, so we had a 9 car on that last room. So we'll path this into the depot and we'll go in there and end it. Comes with 3 scenarios and very in-depth quick drives. There's some free roams as well. But yeah, the quick drives are designed sort of like it's endless possibilities and stuff like that. So you could literally do everything you need to do in the QDs. If you look for more scenarios, I would recommend going on relsim.de, which is the German community website. So I've no doubt there'll be scenarios that will pop up on there in time. I'm going to keep my eye out on there myself. They are as well, and some more scenarios will come with the DT4 also, so you'll get some more runs on there in time. Right, see. Oh, so I need to set that one, that one, that one,
that one, and we shall then go that way into the third line. I think that's right. So you can see we've now got the line there, so which is across, and then we'll go this way. And then we are set to go into that line. So off we go. Good evening, Dave. How are we doing? No, it's at all, mate. We're nearly finished, to be fair. So we're just doing this last little bit, and then that is us done. We'll do catch back up on the VOD if there's anything you obviously have missed. There's loads of stuff we've gone through this evening on this on the new product. So hopefully these doors should open any time now. There we go. There we go. Doors should be shutting any second now. Not sure how far away you need to be for the doors to close, to be honest. There we go. There we have it. So that's a little bit extra for you there. Makes sense to do to show them little features off as well, to be honest. I hope you've enjoyed that, and that was the whole look. Oh yeah, it's gone. It's down. That's cool. So yeah, that's your complete look into the U-Bahn U1 Hamburg. I hope you've enjoyed it, and a massive thanks to everyone that's been and stayed and watched this evening. Thanks to everyone that's been in the chat. Thank you for everyone that's picked a copy up whilst we've been streaming, and also during the afternoon and throughout the late morning when it released. Don't forget, if you want to go and have a look on the website, again, I'll pop the link in for the last time this evening. I won't bombard you anymore, but there is that link once more, should you wish to have a look, or maybe pop it in your wish list, or for another day. And I think that's it. I think that's rounded up quite nicely. So yeah, I'm going to end things here. Again, I'd like to say maybe we'll do one more stream before Christmas. Get a Christmas stream in. No doubt. I know we've sort of mixed things up here in our days, but football and all that. But yeah, I'll let you know, and we'll do all the plans if we get something in just before, which I'm sure we can sort something out and get a little stream before we finish for the year. But yeah, thank you very much this evening and for that and being in. No, there's no scenario pack planned on this time round. We're so busy with TSW, unfortunately. We're all guns blazing on that, so. But we'll do a stream or something. We'll put something together, and we'll maybe do some of the bits on over this year. We can do a little roundup or something. So I'll see what I can do and put something together, and we'll get a plan together and devise that. But reuse last year. What? Just give it a new name. We could probably, to be fair, actually run a scenario out of that as well. But yeah. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave it there before I start rambling. Thank you very much, guys. All the best. And again, Alexi, thank you very much for taking the time to be here this evening with us and answering the questions. Really do appreciate it. And again, well done with the route. It's absolutely superb, and I look forward to the next one. All the best, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next stream. Bye for now.